if you still listen to and follow this trading advice that I'm about to bring to your attention, then it's probably the reason you are still unprofitable. I'm telling you, for many of these trading gurus that actually share with you this trading advice, they only want to get into your pockets, because trust me, it no longer works when it comes to the markets. For many of these gurus, they either want to sell you a course, or maybe they want you to get into their mentorship programs. So this is all they care about, not you as a trader. And I'll be sharing a bonus that will change how you trade forever for you to become a profitable trader. So be sure to stick around for that. So without any further ado, let's get into this trading advice and tips that no longer work. If you've been around the trading industry, I'm sure you've heard a trading guru say, this is the best strategy. This is how the banks trade. I'm sure you've heard some of them throw around these kinds of words. Now, these are just buzzwords and catchy words to basically enable you buy into some of their mentorship programs, simply because when it comes to trading, there's no best strategy, guys. All you need to do is work or find a strategy that actually maybe gives you a 40% win rate with maybe a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio and above. This is all you need, guys. There is nothing like the best strategy, because even when you have the best strategy out there, if you do not have your trading psychology on lock and maybe your risk management on lock, trust me, you will not become a profitable trader and you will not be able to make money from the markets. So my advice would be, go out there, find a good strategy that actually resonates with you, because you should be getting a strategy that you are able to actually understand very well. Once you have this kind of strategy, work on your psychology, work on your risk management, and this is how you're actually going to become a profitable trader. You know, they throw around those buzzwords like, this is how banks trade. Now, if banks trade that way, how come they still take losses in the market? So do not fall for this, guys. Do not fall for this, because this is how they actually try to get you, because psychologically you will actually be forced to buy into their mentorships, and trust me, you will still take losses in the market, because when it comes to the markets, you must take some losses some days. So be ready to take losses in the markets even after buying their strategies and courses for this case. Another trading advice that, in my opinion, no longer works is actually you chasing high risk to reward ratios. Now, when it comes to the high RR trades, trust me, this is a fallacy in a way, because when it comes to the market, you cannot have a high RR and also have a high win rate, simply because the two are inversely proportional. So if you are to have a high risk to reward ratio, it's very obvious that you're going to have a low win rate, because the two do not correspond to each other. So in my opinion, go out there, find a strategy that actually is able to balance the two, maybe with a 50% win rate or 40% win rate and above, with a maybe 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio and above. So this is all you need to actually become a profitable trader. Try and imagine a scenario where you've taken 5 consecutive losses in the market, and maybe you have a strategy that must give you a 1 to maybe 10 risk to reward ratio. Are you still going to hold through this 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio? I highly doubt so. Try and find something that will be able to work with your psychology very well, so that you're not drained every time you're actually out there in the markets. Because trust me, when it comes to the losses, they are going to come. So if you are only waiting for a high RR or high risk to reward ratio, definitely this might not be very good for your psychology. Another advice that I see out there is the spirituality kind of traders. You know, there are those gurus that say, oh, I got this strategy from God. You know, I had to pray over it, and it's because of God that I'm actually able to, you know, win with this particular strategy. Guys, these are all lies. Even if you have the best spiritual strategy out there, trust me, if you do not have good risk management, if you do not have good psychology, you cannot be able to make money from the markets. So do not fall for such lies, because these people only want to play with your psychology. They want to play with your mind, because they know that if they throw the word God out there to you, you're obviously going to buy into it. So do not fall for these kinds of people, because they are telling you total BS. This is total BS, and they only want to get into your pocket. Then obviously the other advice that I hear a lot is that when you share your strategy with another person, and maybe that other person also shares it with another, and the chain continues, that strategy is going to stop working. Guys, this is not true. I'm telling you, if you've studied what actually happens on trading floors, or what used to happen on trading floors, it is simply that when many of these, let's say, stockbrokers are all agreeing to one thing in the market, they're obviously going to drive price to that particular direction. So if they're all saying, let's maybe sell this particular stock, it is going to drop. If they're all saying, let's buy this particular stock, it is going to go up there. If every trader out there, both institutional and retail, decided to say, let's sell this particular stock, it's obviously going to move down. It will actually move down. So do not fear to actually share your strategy out there, because trust me, someone can have your same exact strategy, same exact way you enter, and they still fail to make money in the market. So do not fall for this, simply because a strategy is not the only thing that actually enables you make money from the markets. So do not fall for these kinds of lies, guys. Then I promised you guys a bonus, and let me throw it in right now. I'm sure you've had some of those traders, tell you, for you to become a successful trader, you must be in a community of other traders. Yes, this might be true, but I'm telling you, it is not what you really need as a trader, because when it comes to trading, it's more of a solo journey. Once you're in a community of other traders, let's say you're in a group, so if someone, let's say, shares in that particular group that, oh, I believe this particular stock or this particular forex pair is going to move in this direction for today, then obviously this is going to corrupt your mind. You're going to second guess your analysis of the market, and this is obviously going to affect you as a trader. So always have an independent mind. So this is the reason I feel like you do not need to be in a community for you to be able to trade successfully. You don't need these communities, guys. Well, I'm sure that by now you know the trading advice that no longer works. So don't fall for this type of advice anymore, because it might be the reason actually you are still unprofitable to date. Now, in the comments, let me know what is some of that trading advice you've had out there. Let me know in the comments, because I would like to know what you've heard from people. And if you're a trader that is still struggling to become a profitable trader, this video right here will enable you understand exactly the right time to enter the markets.